Hi, Norbert here, energy engineer, and explaining in video number 37 how to retrofit your pellet stove in such a way that it can be used also for wood. Last Wednesday we talked about the why. Today we will talk about the how. I advise you to see that video of Wednesday first. So let's see what I transformed and how. In general, it is not difficult to bypass the original control unit, because we have probably only 4 motors, at least our stove. It is a pellet motor, 2 warm air fans and 1 combustion air fan. Each motor is a standard component with 2 wires, so that's simple enough. First, the pellet motor. It works on 230 volt AC, and I noted that it won't work well with the speed control circuit which I use for the warm air fans. So I used this small circuit which continuously switches it on and off again. On and off times are controlled with 2 potentiometers independently, and I let the pellets flow for 2 seconds and stop it then for 12 seconds. That will keep the flame low and the consumption very modest. You can try for yourself the right times. Connect the push button to the right contacts of the circuit. It will start the infinite succession of on-off cycles, and if you push it again, it will remain in the off position. Then there will be no pellets anymore for the fire. You can hear when it cycles after the first push, because the 230 volt relay makes a click sound for every change of state. Hear now the relay going. In the description you see the link with also the instructions for this device. Our pellet stove has 2 warm air fans with motor, left and right. The new speed control unit feeds both fans at the same time. This device is not ideal because it cuts the sine wave of the energy supply, and the fan motors don't like that very much, especially at low speed, so they make some noise. It would be a better idea to change the fans with DC centrifugal fans. For this power rating of about 30 watt, they are certainly available, but you have to find the right dimensions of the air output, so they fit well on the air entrance to the heat exchanger. I typically let them work at higher speed than the original stove control did, because the heat exchanger will then be cooler and the efficiency higher. The fan for combustion air was already a DC type. It blows the air from the room into the space below the fire pit. I use a stronger fan now, because I want to be able to give much air, and the output mouth fits well to the rest of the stove. Otherwise you make an adapter between the fan and the air duct. This DC fan is much easier to control with a speed control unit. It is silent and can be controlled from low to high speed. If you take DC fans for the warm air, instead of the AC motors, which I have now, take a bigger DC power supply than in the description, at 15 volt or higher, so that you can supply energy to the combustion air fan and the other 2 fans in addition. Then you have 1 power supply, 2 DC control units and 3 fans in total. Choose the warm air fans of the same power as the AC fans and check that the DC speed control is large enough for the 2 of them together, so you might need a bigger one than I specify. My recommendation to take a power supply of 15 volt is valid for standard DC fans of 12 volt. The speed control subtracts a few volts, so a 12 volt supply would not be enough.
What can I do after seeing this video?
If you have an old pellet stove that is broken, or you are not happy with its control unit, then you can execute this project to have more freedom. The freedom of control will allow you to use this pellet stove also for wood, which costs much less than pellets. The pellets indeed have only the function to keep the flame at a low basic level, so that you never have to worry that the fire goes out, as with a normal wood stove. With a little bit more electronics, for example a microcomputer on a small chip, for a few dollars. You can even make it automatic as it was before this stove. Or even better, I would like to do that with an Arduino technology. Yeah. Please like and share the video and subscribe with the notification. I wish you a comfortable winter and good energy.